Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. In terms of price, not much has happened, but we want to take a look at a couple of news and also the moon cycles. And before you switch off, see it with a bit of humor. So we're going to take a look at that. First of all, in terms of news for Cardano, before we take a look at the price charts, two things I wanted to mention here, two pieces of news that came out yesterday. One was that the Hydra scaling solution comes closer to the testnet launch. So apparently, originally, the initial estimates were that the Hydra solution, which is basically Cardano's layer 2 solution to increase throughput, a lot, that this would come out end of 2022. And the latest information is that it's definitely progressing well, that it's getting much closer to testnet. However, they haven't managed to give us any updated time frames or whatever. But this article here speaks about, it could potentially be a bit earlier than end of 2020. And the important thing is it needs to go into the testnet first anyway. But I guess if it goes into the testnet, this is something big. If this goes into the testnet, that could be definitely something that pushes the Cardano price and makes people more interested in Cardano again. Because this would really create, here you can see it here, by adding more Hydra heads, linear scaling can be achieved, and with a tutored 1000 transactions per second per head, a 1000 head system could yield speeds of 1 million TPS. Now that is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's progressing, and that will definitely be a good boost for Cardano, make it really ready for the future, I guess, and they're working hard on it. And even though the price is sort of still moving sideways and going down, it's definitely that, the technology and the development carries on, which is really good. And it doesn't take a month longer or not, it doesn't really matter looking at it long term, but it's definitely something very important for Cardano. The other one is that they are launching a new peer-to-peer testnet to increase decentralization, so making sure that nodes can communicate peer-to-peer directly. They're working on that. Apparently that is one thing and one development that will make it more efficient. Obviously, the communication between nodes, having some benefits for the Cardano blockchain. Here they say, where was it? Direct interaction between peers streamlines communication between the thousands of distributed nodes that will maintain the network without reliance on federated relays. This will be done by automated peer-to-peer networking components. Automating the process of peer selection brings us closer to a fully decentralized network. And to be honest, that is what they're working on. Cardano is already one of the most decentralized blockchains, if not the most decentralized. I think it was, I'm not sure if it still is, but definitely one of the most decentralized networks. And this definitely helps with that again. So there's something else that's in the making, really positive, I think, in terms of the development for Cardano. Now, looking at Bitcoin today, I wanted to have a look at the moon cycles, right? Because in the last few weeks, there have been these rumors, people have been talking about it anyway, that the moon cycles are, moving the Bitcoin price. And I'm not taking it too seriously, but still, I want to do a little bit of something different when the price isn't moving at all. What can we do to make it a bit more interesting? I found that really funny, actually. On TradingView, you can find these moon indicators. And basically the red ones here are the periods after a new moon. So the last new moon was on the 4th of December. You can see what happened on the 4th of December. So a massive dump. That's why people now think that if there is a full moon, the next full moon, the price will go up again. And the next full moon is, surprise, today. So we could imagine a pump based on that. Now, don't take it too seriously, you know my view. But still, I thought it is quite funny. And to be honest, there are certainly these periods where whenever there was a new moon, at least quite often you saw a price drop. And we're going to take a look at that. Not necessarily always at that date, but yeah, it's quite funny. So the next section here will start tomorrow, I think, with blue after a new moon, after a full moon, and then we should expect shortly the price to go up after, based on this indicator. Found it just quite funny, but yeah, I mean, the last time, let's look at the last cycle here. The new moon, the price dropped significantly. It was that flash crash here, and it did happen. That was like a 30% crash anyway. Before that, we had the full moon. Not much happened. The price didn't really go up in that full moon cycle, so that wasn't really valid. Then yeah, we had here in that new moon cycle, we had the price drop. Yes, it went up first, but then it dropped even more than the beginning. You can see that here we started that new moon cycle from the 4th of November at 61k, and we basically closed it here at 60k. So not much of a drop, but there was a drop. Oops. And in that, then we had here this full moon cycle. That was actually a little bit of a drop. Here in this new moon cycle, the price did go up. So again, you know, not really valid. In that full moon cycle, yes, the price did go up. In that new moon cycle, yes, the price did go down. In that full moon cycle, yes, the price did go up. Here in that new moon cycle, the price did go up, so not valid. Full moon cycle, the price did go up. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't always work, you know, so sometimes people interpret something into it. But definitely here in these two new moon cycles, on the 12th of May, we had a massive drop. And you can see then in the full moon cycle, we had the price go up. Here in that new moon cycle, on the 13th of April, the price dropped massively. And again, this worked as well, very, very accurately actually. So it's quite funny. Throughout February here, price did go up in the full moon. No, we start here. Price did go up in the full moon, did go down in the new moon. Did go up in the full moon, did actually go down in the new moon. Did go up in the full moon, go down in the new moon. Full up, price up, price down. So actually it works, you know, it did work. It's quite funny though. So let's see if in the next few days the price would go up. I wouldn't be surprised, but not necessarily because of the full moon, more because of that wave B that we've been talking about. But yeah, that could obviously work together quite well. And in the end, what is quite funny though, you know, everything in nature works based on the Fibonacci numbers, you know, everything basically. And there are interesting books about it. It's not only on the charts, you know, Fibonacci numbers you find everywhere in life, also in the universe. So yeah, no, why wouldn't the moon have an impact? So yeah, it's quite interesting, but take it with a pinch of salt, of course. But yeah, that would indicate that we could see the price go up from here. But there are more things that actually talk about, you know, that speak about that. First of all, that wave B that I'm expecting to the upside into the target area here. Then we've got this descending wedge as well, which is a bullish pattern. Then we've got here on the daily, we've got here potentially a bullish cross on the MACD. So that's going to indicate price increases as well. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen in the next few days. I wouldn't be surprised if the price goes up. So let's see. And that would also have a positive impact on Cardano. It doesn't really make sense to look at moon cycles for Cardano because it does what it wants. Basically, doesn't really matter here. It was completely decoupled from Bitcoin anyway throughout that whole period here to move down. So it was a bit, this was more relevant for Bitcoin, and also people talked about it more with regards to relevance for Bitcoin, so I take it out here. But yeah, with regards to ADA, again, you know, we're still holding this orange trend line. Not much to talk about. I think the news were more important, and the moon cycles for Bitcoin, that might actually have an impact on Cardano as well. But overall, you know, we still see this bullish divergence here on the daily on the MACD. It's not bullish divergence, the bullish crossover, sorry, the bullish crossover, and that hopefully will materialize in the price increase. Would be great. Currently we can't break below the 120 level here, that's key support line, that orange one, and hopefully we do hold it. I'd be very happy with that, because then from here we could really go up and hopefully go into our wave 3. That could lead us then to two prices of around $4, $4.50, maybe even $5. And this is not unrealistic, given that what we've done here back in July, we've moved up massively as well. That was a 200% increase, and something like that can happen again from here. And based on the fib levels, the wave 3, which that would be, is normally the longest wave, not always, but normally. And the wave 3, you would expect at least the 1.618 extension level here of the wave 1, and that would be 438, 439, but at least, which means I would generally expect the 450, or at least here the $5, or perhaps even $6.50. That would be massive. So yeah, that's what I expect. A short update here, yeah, hopefully you like the update. Let me know if you want to be updated about the moon cycles going forward. Hope you like the update, and yeah, if you did like it, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.